There are places in this world that defy logic, landscapes so surreal that if you didn't see them with your own eyes, you'd swear they were scenes from a dream. Today, we'll journey to unseen destinations and explore breathtaking places that very few have heard of. And I promise if you stay until the end, you'll discover one location so unreal, so hidden from the world, that missing it would be like leaving the greatest chapter of a book unread. So sit back and let me take you somewhere far beyond the ordinary, where the colors are richer, the air feels purer, and the stories are deeper than time itself. 1. Socotra Island, Yemen, the alien garden of Earth. Our first stop feels like we've stepped off our planet entirely. Socotra Island is often called the most alien-looking place on Earth. Located in the Arabian Sea, this remote island is home to plant species found nowhere else in the world. The dragon's blood tree, with its umbrella-shaped crown and crimson sap, creates a landscape that feels plucked from a science fiction novel. The air here is thick with the scent of frankincense and ocean winds. What makes Socotra truly special isn't just its strange beauty, it's its isolation. Few travelers ever make it here, which means every view feels untouched. Imagine standing at a cliff's edge, the turquoise sea stretching endlessly before you, knowing that almost no one you know has ever seen what you're seeing. That's the power of Socotra. It gives you the rarest gift, a piece of the planet that still feels undiscovered. 2. Lake Natron, Tanzania, the mirror of fire. From Yemen, we travel to a lake that shimmers like molten glass. Lake Natron is not your typical lake. It's a harsh, alkaline body of water where life struggles to survive. Its deep red and orange hues come from salt-loving microorganisms, turning the surface into a surreal painting. The high alkalinity can literally calcify animals, preserving them in stone-like form. Yet even in this environment, flamingos thrive, nesting along the shorelines and adding splashes of pink to an already otherworldly palette. The mirrored surface reflects clouds and mountains in such perfect clarity that it becomes hard to tell where the world ends and the sky begins. Lake Natron is a reminder that beauty can exist in the most dangerous places. 3. Mount Roraima, Venezuela, Brazil, Guyana, the Lost World Plateau. We ascend into the clouds to find a place so legendary it inspired Arthur Conan Doyle's novel, The Lost World. Mount Roraima is a colossal tabletop mountain, its sheer cliffs rising over 2,300 feet straight from the rainforest below. The top is a prehistoric garden of quartz fields, bizarre rock formations, and endemic plants found nowhere else. The journey to reach the summit requires trekking through dense jungle, across roaring rivers and up steep, mist-covered trails. But once you stand on that plateau, surrounded by swirling clouds, you'll understand why explorers risk so much to come here. Looking over the edge, you see miles of untouched wilderness, a view unchanged for millions of years. Mount Roraima is a place where Earth's ancient soul still speaks. 4. Pamukkale, Turkey, the Cotton Castle. From South America's high plateaus, we descend into Turkey to find a wonder that seems sculpted by gods. Pamukkale, meaning Cotton Castle, is a cascade of white travertine terraces filled with crystal blue thermal waters. These terraces are formed by calcium-rich hot springs that have flowed for thousands of years, depositing layers of white mineral. Walking barefoot along the terraces, warm water soothes your feet, while white stone gleams like freshly fallen snow. Ancient Romans built the city of Hierapolis here, turning these springs into a sacred healing site. Today, as you soak in the warm pools, gazing over the Turkish countryside, you feel history blending with serenity. Pamukkale isn't just a feast for the eyes, it's a balm for the soul. 5. The Door to Hell, Turkmenistan, the Eternal Flame. We journey into the Karakum Desert, where a massive burning crater has blazed for over 50 years. Known as the Door to Hell, this fiery pit was created in 1971 when a Soviet drilling rig accidentally punctured a natural gas cavern. Geologists set the crater on fire expecting it to burn out in weeks. It never did. Today, the crater is over 230 feet wide, its flames licking the night sky, visible for miles across the barren desert. Standing at its edge, you feel intense heat, hear the roaring hiss of fire, and watch as the glow reflects off surrounding dunes. It's both mesmerizing and unsettling, a reminder of the planet's raw power and our own missteps. 6. The Marble Caves, Chile, nature's cathedral of light. This is the one I promised would steal your breath. Deep in the Patagonian Andes, where General Carrera Lake shifts from turquoise to deep sapphire, lie the Marble Caves, a natural cathedral carved by thousands of years of waves. The swirling marble walls seem alive, changing colors with light and seasons. To reach them, you must take a small boat across glacial waters, watching cave walls glow with shifting blues and whites. Inside, profound silence is broken only by gentle lapping water. Sunlight filters through openings, casting patterns that dance across marble like living art. It's a place so delicate that every second feels like a privilege. Missing this would be like closing your eyes during the most beautiful scene of a film. 7. Antelope Canyon, USA, the painted passage of light. From Chile's icy blues, we travel to Arizona's warm desert heart. Hidden beneath Navajo lands lies Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon so narrow that sunlight only filters through in delicate shafts, painting sandstone walls in gold, orange, and crimson. It's one of the most photographed places in the world, yet stepping inside feels entirely different from seeing pictures. The air is cool even when the desert above blazes. Every curve seems intentional, though it's actually centuries of flash floods carving stone. As you walk through, sunlight beams pierce darkness like spotlights in a sacred hall. You understand why the Navajo call this the place where water runs through rocks. Antelope Canyon is an experience of walking through light itself. 8. White Desert, Egypt, the silent ocean of stone. From the American Southwest, we head to Egypt's White Desert. Unlike any desert you've seen, this one is dotted with ghostly white rock formations, sculpted by wind and sand into bizarre shapes. Some resemble giant mushrooms, others look like animals frozen in time. Under midday sun, the desert floor gleams so brightly it's almost blinding. At sunset, light shifts to golden hues, casting long shadows that bring shapes to life. At night, the White Desert becomes one of Earth's best stargazing spots, the Milky Way stretching endlessly overhead. There's overwhelming stillness here, a reminder of how vast and untouched parts of our planet remain. 9. Zhangjiajie National Forest, China, the floating mountains of Pandora. When filmmakers sought inspiration for Avatar's floating Hallelujah Mountains, they came here, to Zhangjiajie National Forest. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a wonderland of towering sandstone pillars, many rising over 600 feet, shrouded in mist that gives them the illusion of floating. On some mornings, mist is so thick that peaks appear like islands in a white sea. Silence is only broken by distant bird calls echoing between cliffs. You feel small in the best possible way, reminded of nature's grandeur. Zhangjiajie isn't just one of Earth's most beautiful wonders, it's proof that our planet still holds mysteries worthy of legends. 10. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia, the hottest, strangest place on Earth. Our final stop takes us to a place so extreme, it challenges the very definition of beauty. The Danakil Depression is one of Earth's hottest, driest, and lowest points. Here, ground bubbles with neon-colored hot springs, acidic pools, and endless salt flats. Geysers spurt steaming water, while sulfur deposits paint the landscape in vivid yellows and greens. Temperatures often soar above 45 degrees, 113 degrees, making it one of the least hospitable environments for life. Yet this alien world attracts adventurers and scientists alike. Walking across cracked Earth, you feel heat radiating from the ground itself. It's uncomfortable, even intimidating, but there's raw, unapologetic beauty in its harshness. What ties all these places together is more than visual impact. It's their rarity. These are destinations where beauty feels almost accidental, as if Earth didn't mean for them to be found. They're places that don't appear on every travel blog, that require effort, curiosity, and sometimes courage to reach. And that's what makes them unforgettable. As our journey ends, I hope you've felt the pull of these breathtaking places, those corners of Earth where time seems to slow, where light hits just right, and where nature whispers secrets you can only hear if you stop and listen. These wonders are not just destinations, they're reminders that the planet is still full of magic, waiting for those willing to seek it. Many of these destinations are fragile. The winds that shape their rocks, waters that carve their caves, and cultures that have protected them for centuries all depend on respect and preservation. If you ever have the chance to stand where we've stood today, take nothing but photographs and leave nothing but footprints. And remember, what we've seen today is only a glimpse. There are wonders hidden beyond every horizon, some even more extraordinary than these. So stay curious, stay ready, and join me in uncovering the world's best-kept secrets. Because the adventure never ends.